This is it. Tomorrow is the big day when the Blood Money update does release. It's going to be such a massive day for Red Dead Online as it will bring in content that players have wanted to do ever since the release back in 2018. You'll finally be able to be an outlaw within the game. As tomorrow is such a big day, we're going to be going over absolutely everything. What to expect, what time the update releases, what to do when it does finally release, as well as talking about what to do when you encounter problems with the update. Before I do get into the video, if you enjoy the content here and want to see a bit more from me, then we are going to be doing daily videos every single day this week, so make sure you are subscribed to the channel. If you still want to see more content, then there will also be a link in the description down below which will take you over to the second YouTube channel. Over there, we'll be streaming every single day this week with the hype of Red Dead. A link to that can be found in the description down below. Getting back into the video, we've covered a lot of big news about this Blood Money update. We've talked about the content of what it includes. We've broken down the quick draw club and how each one will last 3 to 4 weeks, but it will take us all the way up to late October. And of course, we've broken down the hidden details that are included within the trailer and the images that were released. Now we have less than 24 hours away from actually having access to all of this content. So let's just go over some last minute information. The first thing to talk about is the time that it releases. Unfortunately, Rockstar don't plan ahead and tell us exactly when it's going to release. Unfortunately, it's not the case of as soon as we hit the 13th of July, it's then available on all platforms. We have to wait for Rockstar to actually push the content. The good thing is that I've looked back on all the previous major updates that have been released and worked out a good time. We really shouldn't be expecting it any later than 2 PM here in the UK, which does also convert down to all of these other time zones. I've included the time zones which fit the demographic of those that play Red Dead Online, but if you are watching this video and you don't see your country or your time zone on here, then it's very simple. You'll find a link in the description down below which will take you to this site. You'll just type in London, United Kingdom, set that to 2 PM, and then you can just add your country. And this should give you the latest time in which an update will be pushed. But do remember that this is the latest time in which they'll probably release an update, not the exact time. This can still be pushed a lot sooner. When it is finally released, you'll have anywhere between a 4GB to a 6GB download for you to go through. When this is done, you will now have access to the content. Because this is an update which is based around the Bronte's crime syndicate and more specifically Guido Martelli, it's most likely meaning that you're going to have to head all the way over to Saint Denis. Go to that location and then you'll have your cinematics to go through. This will give you an introduction to the content, but it will not run you through absolutely everything. It'll give you the bare basics and then it's entirely up to you to figure out what you're supposed to do. This is just normally how Rockstar lead and go into new content. Later in the day, they will post on Twitter as well as some other social media accounts where they give you a bit more of a guide. They run you through the content as well as give you some quick fire tips. If you are someone that's collected a number of different collector sets so that you can sell them when going through the quick draw club, then after you've had your introduction to the main content, this is now the time to do it. With the Outlaw Passes, you are able to go into your menu to buy the Outlaw Pass, or you can go over to the tailor and buy it there. Chances are it's going to work very similar with the Quick Draw Club. You'll buy into it and then you can head over to Madame Lazare or go to the post office and then sell every single one of your collector sets, allowing you to rank up very quickly. If you don't want to sell your collector sets to rank up quickly or you haven't got any collector sets, that's perfectly fine. It just means that you skip this step. When you do finally play the game, you'll also notice that there will be content that was never actually revealed within the trailers or the newswire. This is because what's been revealed so far is not all the content. We all know that there will be items of clothing, new weapon variants, and potentially new weapons in general that have not been talked about and have not been shown within the trailer. But it's also likely that there will be a lot more outlaw activities that just haven't been revealed yet. These activities will be added to free roam as new dynamic events, new missions, or new free roam events. And the reason this content hasn't been revealed yet is because it doesn't have any bigger of a hook compared to the content that has been revealed. The content that has been revealed is the biggest selling point. It's enough to give players a good understanding of what the theme is, the content included, and also get players hyped. Everything else is slightly smaller content which they could just leave as a surprise when the update is finally here. This is not a new thing which is only specifically for the Blood Money update. This has happened many times before. One thing that we know which is guaranteed and a good example of it is Twitch Prime benefits as well as exclusive deals for PlayStation members. Last year on PlayStation, when the Naturalist was released, PlayStation Plus members had early access to certain legendary animals. These were the 3 different types of legendary rams. In addition to this, PlayStation Plus members also had new collectible items. These were the fossil collector sets. Now you'll notice if you are someone that plays on one of the other platforms not being PlayStation, that the legendary rams and the fossil sets are available to you. And this is because this isn't exclusive content, but it is timed exclusive content. Whatever PlayStation Plus members get with this new update, they'll have it for only a limited amount of time, being anywhere between 1 to 2 months. And after that time has passed, that's when that content will be added to all the other platforms. As for those that have linked their Twitch Prime to their social club, last year for the Naturalist, we got a one-time sign-in bonus for $1,000, reward for 5 free legendary animal pheromones, reward for 6,000 Naturalist XP, reward for free wilderness camp, the Katata elk animal coat, 50% off the purchase of a camp dog, tent and vest below rank 15, and 10 times special health cures, snake oils, miracle tonics, and bitters. The Twitch Prime benefits don't normally give you access to exclusive content, but it does make it a lot cheaper, and in some cases you'll get it for free. Now all of this was for the Naturalist update, but it's likely tomorrow with the Blood Money update, PlayStation Plus and Twitch Prime members will get something very similar. It will be along the lines you getting extra content for a limited time or discounts to new content. If you're not a PlayStation Plus member, then you will not have access to that new exclusive content. Well, at least not at the beginning. You'll actually be getting it in a couple months from now. The next thing to talk about is that there will be a lot of major problems with this update. And this isn't me hating on Red Dead Online, and it isn't me hating on Rockstar. This is a new update that has just been released, and there are guaranteed to be problems. There will be problems with new content, but you'll also find that it brings problems to already existing content. Content that's working perfectly fine right now, but won't be when this update releases. This is perfectly normal. The QA team would have playtested a new update many times and they would have fixed many major problems. But there's some things that simply can't be tested. Some problems will only occur when there's tens of thousands of players trying to do the same thing. And this is what breaks it. There will be problems with the game that the QA team did actually test and there were no issues with it, but when it does get pushed to the public, everyone seems to have an issue with that specific feature. So there will 100% be problems, but this isn't just a Red Dead issue, this isn't just a Rockstar Games issue. This is development with any type of product or service. It's not even just specifically about gaming. So my advice is if you encounter any issues, don't get annoyed and frustrated, which a lot of players do. Instead, just report it to Rockstar using Rockstar support or contact them on social media. They won't be able to fix every single bug, but the major issues and the most common issues will hopefully be resolved in the next patch. This patch is normally pushed 1 to 2 weeks after the update releases, so we can expect it anywhere between the 20th all the way to the 27th of July. And hopefully this time round when they do push this patch, it actually makes things a lot better, rather than what we had last year with the Naturalist where it completely broke everything. The final thing to say is for new players. If you are a fairly new player, as in you only just started in the last couple of weeks or months and you haven't been able to buy into every single role as of yet, then I would say do not worry. There's a lot of people in the exact same shoes as you. My advice is for you not to buy any of the roles that you're needing right this second. Instead, just save your gold, save your money, so that you can just go straight into the new content. Rockstar have confirmed that this new update will not require you to have an upfront investment, so this will be different to what we've had to do in the past with some of the previous roles. But we have spoken many times on this channel about Rockstar being a AAA game company with staff to pay and investors backing it, so there will be a way to monetize this update. So I advise you to hold onto your gold, hold onto your cash, and wait until tomorrow's update releases, so that when it does finally release, you can go and head into the content, see if there is any investment that needs to be made, and you can make that investment there and then because you'll hopefully still have gold or money left over. Now you'll be able to enjoy the new content at the exact same time as everyone else. In a few weeks, when the hype starts to settle down, this is when you'll go back to some of the content that you've previously missed. And that's when you combine to the already existing roles that were already within the game. The last thing to say is that I hope you enjoy your time playing Red Dead Online tomorrow. There's a lot of activities that are finally going to be added, which players have been asking for a very long time. There will be videos of the latest tips and tutorials tomorrow of going through all the new content, and there will continue to be videos every day for the rest of this week. week. There will also be daily live streams this week on the second YouTube channel. As mentioned at the beginning, there will be a link in the description down below to that. So if you do want to join my session in progress, join my posse and go through the content with me, then you can do so on that other channel. I leave everything completely open, so anyone is welcome to join my session in progress and also join my posse. The only rule I have is that it's first come first serve. I don't really want to waste time kicking people and inviting others. If you miss tomorrow's stream, then there's no worry because there will be a lot more streams this week and I will be playing on different platforms between Xbox and PlayStation. If you do have any questions, feel free to leave them in the comment section down below. But anyway guys, I hope you guys did enjoy. If you did enjoy, don't forget to leave a like and subscribe. But for now, I'm going, so see ya.